What's that? Good morning and welcome to the Commissioner's Work Session for September 3rd. Start with the correction facility. The warden's here today.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning, Jack.
This morning I'd like to give ratification for payment of $5,647.32 to the overhead door company of Franklin to repair the Sally Ford doors. And this is not a budgeted item.
Appreciate getting the quotes for us too. So you get 2 and a 3. Any other questions for me?
So that's for the one door.
That's
Was
actually,
the other door,
yeah,
it's rusted or something, right?
yeah, it needs panels replaced also.
Okay, so we'll get it later. Okay.
Any questions for that? Thanks. Public safety?
Good morning, everyone.
Greg.
All right,
Asking to approve a quote of $525 by the MC Overhead Door Company for routine inspection and maintenance on the public safety buildings, garage doors, and openings.
Any questions for Greg?
One of them not working or just?
They're all
maintenance?
working, but they've not been serviced since we've been up there, so
Oh.
we thought it might be a good idea.
What's that, about 8 years?
Getting there, yep.
Thanks, Greg. IT?
Good morning, Commissioner.
Morning.
Okay.
IT is here to ratify the purchase of an 18-month membership in the Multi-State Information Sharing and Analyst Center, the MSISAC, for $1,995. This is not a budgeted item.
Okay. Any questions for Tim? Thank you, Tim. Planning?
Morning, Commissioner.
Morning, Zach.
I am asking on my one and only item today. It's to request approval for payment to vote heating and cooling reimbursements in the amount of $1,600 for their training wages it's paid for out.
Any questions for Zach?
I think we should declare this Zach Norwood Day. And I had one question before, so.
Tax claim?
Good morning.
Morning, Christine.
We've asked for approval to pay Crawford County Legal Journal for the advertising of the 2025 tax upset sale, the amount of $5,836. This is a budgeted item and has been charged back to the outstanding delinquent tax parcels.
Any questions, Christine? Treasurer?
Okay. Also, I'm here to ask for approval to pay government software services for the printing of the 2025 per capita tax bills in the amount of $1,726.46. This is a budgeted item, and it's half of this cost will be reimbursed by the municipalities. This is for Pontiac School District only. They have a different printer, so.
Okay.
And then I'm also asking for approval to pay Printing Concepts, Inc. for the printing and postage for the 2025 per capita tax bills, the amount of $14,314.54. This is a budgeted item, and half of this cost will also be reimbursed by the municipalities to us.
Okay. Any questions for Christine? No. Thank you. County maintenance?
Morning.
Morning, Mark.
Asking to ratify approval to pay invoices for the courtroom 3 remodel for $221.
Okay.
Asking to ratify approval of invoices for AMP Electric. This is the electrical upgrade livestock complex for $11,900.
Okay.
Asking to ratify approval to pay the following vendors for fairgrounds. They'll be reimbursed by the fair board for a total of $7,940.30.
Okay.
And asking to ratify approval to submit an application for GP11 permit for Dotyville Road Bridge number 21.
Okay. Any questions for Mark?
No.
Thank you, Mark. Human Services?
Morning.
Morning, Sue.
Requesting approval of the memorandum of understanding agreement with consultant Dennis Marcelli. This agreement will allow Mr. Marcelli to continue strategic planning in Crawford County regarding needs identified during crisis intervention team discussions. This agreement will run from 7/1/25 to 6/30/26. The cost of the agreement is a maximum of $15,000. There's no cost to the county. This will be paid for with crisis grant funding. Requesting approval of the modification to the 1/1/25 to 12/31/27 Administrative Services Agreement with the Northwest Behavioral Health Partnership. The modification would allow Northwest Behavioral Health Partnership to release to us the total amount of our yearly administrative funding if we find it necessary to do so due to budgetary constraints. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 25-26 CYSJP contract with George Junior Republic in Pennsylvania for residential detention, drug and alcohol, diagnostic, special needs, and the therapeutic residence for adolescents complex cases. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 25-26 CYSJP contract with the Clock Tower Schools for residential and shelter care. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 25-26 mental health contract with Hand in Hand Mental Health Services for the Prospect Street Home, the Challenge Center Psych Rehab Program, and the SEEDS program. And this one I didn't mark it, but it actually needs to be ratified. Requesting approval of the revised fiscal year 25-26 mental health contract with Mercer County Behavioral Health Commission for mental health crisis intervention and delegate services. Mercer County is not willing to sign a full fiscal year contract due to the pending separation of crisis services for which an RFP has already been established. Mercer County has requested the contract be end dated as of November 30th, 2025. As such, this contract is being presented again with a different end date. All other language and terms, including the total contract amount for crisis services, remains the same as the original fiscal year contract.
Got any problem with that application? Okay.
And then same rates as prior year contracts, MHID, EI contracts, Erie Homes for Children and Adults for in-home and community supports and support medical environment, the Care Center for long-term structured residential services, and professional contracts with Alferi Pediatric Physical Therapy for evaluation, physical therapy, and IFSP teaming, Maria Ivone Norman for evaluation and physical therapy services, and Sonia Ekstrom for evaluation and occupational therapy.
Okay. Any questions for Sue? No. Finance?
Good morning.
Almost there.
For your approval, I have two invoices. The first is to Crawford County Drug and Alcohol. It's invoice number 062025-CBGM. It is the January 1st to June 30th, 2025 county match in the amount of $14,171.62. The second is an invoice from Tyler Technologies, number 045-533950. It is our annual cost for our software. So it runs from October of 25 to September of 26, and the amount is $135,993.19.
Any questions for Stephanie? Commissioners?
Just notifications. The first one is a notification from Inside Group Inc. submitting the final report to the PADEP for Lombardo HXO Still located in Central Borough. The report indicates remediation performed has attained compliance and met the statewide health standards. And the next one is a notification from Dewberry Engineers Inc. on behalf of PennDOT, the intent to file application for a PADEP Act 14 permit waterway obstruction and encroachment permit, Pine Creek Bridge replacement.
Brittany hopes there's no questions for her for those things.
No.
The next upcoming event, September 10th, will be a full session. September 17th, a work session. Is there any public comment? Commissioner comments. Commissioner Seeley.
Nothing today, thank you.
Commissioner Shaw.
Nothing, sir.
I would just like to, and other commissioner boards have done this officially, but I don't care if it's official or not. What you see from Sue's one item is the ability for us to grab some administrative money ahead of time due to the concern of not having a state budget passed. I think there's a consensus this board, we'd like to have the budget passed. There's a lot of components of Crawford County government that relies on state funding that are mandates we have to do. A lot in human services. Stephanie has a very detailed list of things like child support payments that we would get back from the state. There's hazmat money in there. There's all sorts of things that are going to start affecting Crawford County government. So we would just ask that the state house, the state senate, and the governor all work together to try to get the budget done, because at some point we won't have the pass-through funding like we're giving to drug and alcohol to provide to them, and that will require them to cut services without any type of funding. So I think I covered a lot of stuff from Sue's side, but that's kind of where other counties are already heading, right, Sue?
Yes.
They've already got a lot of
We're
credits.
already meeting to decide if we have to cut, what we will cut.
So it is a realistic process that we may encounter. And, you know, this is September 3rd. The budget is supposed to be done at the end of June. So our day 63, is that what it is? I can't tell you enough how much that affects counties. Now, this county, we've done a good job of maintaining some residual funds to help if we have to, but there are plenty of places. I know that Title Literacy Council had to furlough people last week or week before because they didn't have any funding. I mean, it's just a matter of time before services that are really important to what we provide are going to have to be cut. So I would just say that if they can work at it a little bit at a better rate and faster rate, we'd appreciate that here, because soon we'll have to make those own decisions ourselves. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody's any comments, and we will see you next week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. What time, Sue?
One.
Okay.
Just let them- How big is this bridge? How many